Silver. It's one of those things people swear by or dismiss as old school nonsense. But here's the deal. It's real, it's tangible, and it's a ticking time bomb in the investment world. Many folks scoff at precious metals, brushing them off as relics of the past. But guess what? When everything else comes crumbling down and the economies get flipped upside down, silver has a knack for making a strong comeback. We haven't even scratched the surface yet of what it can do. And today, I'm going to dive into why silver might just be the hedge you didn't know you needed. Let's talk about this. All right, so I want to take a quick minute, share some thoughts in reference to the whole silver frenzy that's going on right now. So as of yesterday, I looked at the chart and silver was at 32, almost 32 is 30 cents or so when I looked at it. And so clearly within the last week or two that I've been looking at these charts, we are literally, that $2 gain says a lot. It tells us a lot about where we're at, what's happening, and how silver is literally the last link in this banking manipulation game. And clearly some things behind the scenes have already broken. And for everybody who's been paying attention, hopefully you have been prepared. Hopefully you're in position to experience some price appreciation like we've never witnessed, at least in modern times. So it's real exciting for me to really talk about silver just because being one of many different aspects of my personal as well as my business life, because on the surface, it started out as a hobby, it became an investment vehicle, and now it's become a business for me. And so I always enjoy talking about silver just because I recognize it as the people's money. And hopefully you do too. So as a hobby, I love getting packages in the mail when I know there's something in there that protects and preserves my purchasing power. So just quickly here, just to share with you some things that came in the mail as of recently. So here we have an Australian Queen piece from 2022. And on the back of it has like a 50th of the Sydney Opera House. And so once again, just another fine beauty here. But when you get stacks of these in the mail, it's definitely an enjoyable feeling, to say the least. This is a part of the hobby, the investment, and the business strategy. And so for those who are interested, this is what you get in the mail once a month when you join the silver team. And so for those who have interest, links in the description. But what's really worth thinking about is the fact that silver, the last time it hit 49 per ounce, once in 1980, and then again in 2011, and it's still hovering below that special level there. So people seem to think that this is a bad thing. But ask yourself, is it really? What if the third time's a charm? With inflation spiking and the Fed cutting rates, there's a strong argument to be made here that we're on the edge of something massive. So could silver be ready to break out? I believe so. I'm going to share my thoughts as to why that is. But first, the story behind silver's sluggish climb. So it's important to understand why silver hasn't surpassed 49 just yet. So for decades now, the market for silver has been heavily manipulated, obviously, suppressed, to say the least. So if you look back at history, even JFK's assassination ties into this suppression. So shortly after his death, they repealed the silver standard. Why? Because silver has always been a thorn in the side of the financial elite or the central bankers and governments, because they can print as much as they want when it comes to fiat currencies, but they can't print silver. And when things start to unravel, silver tends to surge, not just because of speculation investment, but also because of its practical uses. And so now that we have the Fed rate cut, precious metals is definitely responding. Now, why are we seeing silver rally again is the question. It's quite simple. Every time the Federal Reserve cuts interest rates or hints at monetary stimulus, silver and gold are the beneficiaries. So it's no coincidence that silver has surged 37% since the start of this year alone. That's according to Bloomberg, but it's clear investors are looking for safe havens. And with more rate cuts on the horizon, the demand for these precious metals is only going up. So add to this the increased industrial demand for tech, electronics, renewable energy, and you've got a perfect storm brewing for silver right now. And that's not even half of it. So the renewable energy sector alone is expected to grow somewhere between 1 to 1.4 trillion as of last year to over 5.6 trillion by the year 2033. And this is a huge number if you look at it. It directly impacts silver demand because it's used in everything from solar panels to electric vehicles. And of course, this EV revolution we're in. So company needs silver. And guess what? They don't care if it costs $30 an ounce or $300 an ounce. They still need it to produce the goods that drive the economy. And so this is why physical silver actually matters. And so there's this old saying that if you don't hold it, you don't own it. And that couldn't be more than true. Sure, you can invest in silver, ETFs, or stocks, but at the end of the day, that's all paper. It's all derivatives attached to the physical. But when push comes to shove and markets get wild, having physical silver in your possession, or at least vaulted somewhere safe, is a huge advantage because you'll be part of the 1%, because not many people have it. So there's no counterparty risk. It's real. It's in your hand or in your vault with your name on it. That's a peace of mind you just don't get with stocks. And no, I'm not talking about buying overpriced collectibles like President Trump's $100 coin that only contained $30 worth of silver. That's a whole different game there. More about nostalgia and memorabilia than actual investment. But if you're looking to stack silver, go for the cheap stuff or a part of the silver bullion team where there's a premium on it. But then again, that's a part of the investment model. But silver bullion, silver rounds, government minted coins like American Eagles or Canadian Maples, if you can find them at a good price. So forget the flashy numismatics unless you're a collector. Stick to what's going to give you the best return when the time comes to sell. And so what we're witnessing right now is silver versus old financial system. And here's where it gets interesting. There's a growing community out there convinced that we're heading back to a gold or silver-backed currency. Honestly, I don't really see that happening, but it's good to have ambitions for that. The powers that be are too entrenched into the current financial system. They can print money at will. So returning to a system where every dollar is tied to a finite amount of metals would mean giving up control. And that's not going to happen. But that doesn't mean that silver won't play a huge role in the financial system going forward. So as fiat currencies lose value, hard assets like silver gain in importance, especially when governments run out of options. So we've seen it before, and we'll see it again. So when economies start to crumble, people turn to what's real, and silver has been real for thousands of years. It survived wars, depressions, currency collapse, and everything in between. And so in the long game, this is how you should be viewing things. If you're getting into silver, expects to make a quick buck, you're missing the entire point. This isn't a short-term trade. This is a long-term strategy. And so silver is going to be volatile. It's going to be up and down. Some days it's going to get slammed down, but that's the nature of the market. But the fundamentals are solid. So with the growing industrial demand and an economic system that's teetering on the brink of resetting, silver is poised for significant gains over the next few years, I believe. And so no, silver is not the answer to all financial problems, but it's a tangible asset and it's something real in an increasingly fake world. And that's something that is worth talking about. So anyway, I just want to take a quick minute, share my thoughts, let you know about what's available out there for my people who are either in silver for the hobby's sake, investment, or for those who want to get directly involved and build something around it in the form of a business. So this is an exciting time for everybody right now, just because outside of the manipulation, outside of all the doom and gloom, there's still opportunity for people to help other people. And that's what the Silver Team is all about. So if you guys are interested, links in the description, mysilverteam.com, where you can go to find out all the information you need. Definitely would love to work with you directly. But anyway, so silver, just keep an eye on it. Of course, we will, because the global economy now demands that everyone pays attention to it. So once again, having a minimum of 10 to 20 ounces in your possession puts you in a part of the 1% of 8 billion people on this planet that actually has something of real value. So that's something worth keeping in mind. And the biggest thing is it's affordable. And if my gold bugs out there, people who recognize the gold price is getting out of hand. So therefore, having options on how to get fractional gold could be of use to you as well. And that's why I like the gold notes that are fractional increments of different gold weights. And so if you guys are interested in that, go to buygoldnotes.com. Links in the description. You can find out more about that as well. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Curious to hear your thoughts on this. If you found value, hit that bell notification so you're notified when I put out videos. And then make sure you subscribe and take a minute if you found value to share this so people get an idea outside of what the mainstream lies are trying to tell us. And I'll catch you guys later.